Hajimemashite. Sorry guys, I had to do my hair yesterday. You can see I do my own hair, as I said before, and it takes literally a whole day for me to do, like 8 hours. So sometimes there might be a slight delay on when I'm actually producing the videos. My apologies. I hope nobody's been waiting up. So the elephant in the room. I think this is a very, very huge, massive topic right now that is now taking over. I've been working with Facebook on the Facebook Reels, and this is why I sort of emphasize trying to create your own music, because now there's this whole like craziness that's going on right now, which entailed Facebook sending us approval to use the music in their music library. Turned out it was like a total glitch, and we all lost our money and we're absolutely like devastated. So going back to the whole thing of discussing, make sure you have a couple of things that you're doing so that if something falls apart on one side, you can pick yourself back up on another platform, whether it's YouTube, whether you're selling clothing, whether you're on Spotify. SoundCloud probably enables that too. And then I do thank God for Poshmark, because I think Poshmark has been my stable, sustaining source of income throughout this whole time, even when I broke my leg and had the operation and need to go through the whole shabam of a lifestyle. This was something Poshmark enabled me to do when I was down, which was fabulous. If you guys are not doing Poshmark, focus on, maybe look into Mercari. Other people are doing Mercari. I don't recommend focusing on one aspect. I really don't. I think it's important to kind of do more than one, because if something like Facebook goes down, or something like TikTok seems a little bit more stable, goes down, or even if YouTube, maybe the electricity goes off in the entire world, what are you gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're all gonna have a panic attack. We're all gonna panic, and I'm gonna test out performance bonus, because I have been approved, even though I don't have like 60,000 followers on Facebook. But I think there might be a reason, this is my suspicion, is there might be a reason why they're actually doing this for some people. Maybe some people like myself were not hitting those margins for massive real performance, the reels for, because I started off around the same time, but I wasn't paying attention to it because I really was focused on Poshmark. I thought that was more practical. There was, it seemed stable. I was getting exactly what I was asked to. So I offered, like, obviously you get discounts on Poshmark. You ask the person for like discounts, and if the person agrees, then you sell it for a lower cost as to what you actually put it up for, and from what the original price would have been for the item. So I feel as if it was kind of straightforward, and I'm not making a ton on Poshmark. Mind you, there are people that are making like 6 figures on there too. So it just depends on what you're doing. And once again, I'm not planning on focusing on one section or one platform, because, you know, anything could go down. Like, what if Facebook goes down? What if YouTube goes down? What if everything just collides? So, like, it's great that platforms are enabling us to do this, but we have to think for ourselves. We have to try to break the barriers on our own and identify what we can do if everything else kind of disintegrates. It might not happen. We might still have our internet universe. But what if? What if? Look at what happened in other countries. Now there's like a war going on, and like, just imagine what the person or the people are going through right now in a different country, and what they're having to struggle with. And their lifestyle had to change too. So we're extremely fortunate here in the United States at the moment. But anything could go wrong. Like we could be at war, and things can accelerate, and then we might not have anything. How would you build up from ground zero if that was the case? I know I have the skills. Do you have the skills is the question. Would you be able to make clothing if you needed to make clothing in an emergency situation? Can you create things out of found objects? Are you able to create music with just trash can? I don't know if you guys know about Stomp. Stomp is great. Stomp is a great, like, it's a performance dance group, but it's also percussion. If you haven't seen or checked out Stomp, that's a great thing to assess, because they create things out of trash cans and bottles, and they create these amazing sounds on stage that just, it's mind-blowing. I'm not going to post it because, once again, we're not going to go into that discussion. I cannot use other people's materials, but if you want to check out Stomp, go onto YouTube. You can see some amazing stuff. I'm also into performances because I believe one of my garments had been on a dance company, and the dance company, I think, won an award for that particular performance, and it happened to be a jacket that I made for them, or a jacket that I gave to them, and then they used it, and then it became like this huge thing. So obviously, different is sometimes good. Being too much of the same of what everybody else is doing is not always good either. You do want to kind of stand out, like, a little bit. Just like Facebook. Like, I'm going to go back into the Facebook thing. It's very heartbreaking for everybody to have lost everything. I mean, we were cut drastically. Like, all the things we were doing were completely annihilated. They were completely just things. It all happened where you couldn't, it was just a disaster. So it becomes a thing. And I'm going to focus more on my performance bonus. I haven't made a ton. I've made like 25 cents from an entire month of actually posting on there. So I'm still trying to figure out how it works. But I think the more you get into it, the more you begin to understand the logistics behind how it actually functions and works. I'm too scared to touch other people's stuff now, like music. Even though you can do it on TikTok, which is kind of cool, Facebook does not allow you. It's like a no, you don't do that. So they are still looking for originality. I think maybe they spotted that the music that I do is original on many occasions, and the originality is probably what led me into the performance bonus. I'm not entirely sure, and maybe consistency. But I also have had to also stay consistent with Poshmark, because there is that form of consistency, and I use Posture VA, so I don't have to do all that sharing, posting, and all that stuff. I mean, I post like regularly. You need to do at least 5 garments minimum a day to post, to repost. If you don't want to go off and shop, you want to repost all the pieces that you have, go ahead and do that. So I'm opening up the doors to talk about the variations of things. Yes, I can do lots of things. And everybody always says just focus on one. I'm like, I don't know if focusing on one is the answer. I really think that you have to be diverse, especially in our world today. I mean, okay, maybe choose a platform like I'm doing right now. Choose a platform, focus on one section of your life on one platform. Then choose another platform and then focus on one section of your life in another platform. And then choose one other section of your life and then just focus on that. So you could probably diverse your skills with different platforms, but focus on one thing on each platform. That's how I do it. So Facebook right now, I'm dealing with music and my fur baby, comical skits at the moment that I'm working on. And then YouTube, I'm focusing, okay, I kind of bring up all the discussions right now, but I'm trying to focus mainly on the music here. This is just a breakaway from the normal routine of talking about music, because I think it's kind of like an important subject right now as to why I brought up the whole thing of maybe diversify your skills. That's my thing, diversify the skills. So YouTube focuses on the music for me, music and production, and then Poshmark and all the other fashion related platforms focus only on fashion. Maybe I bring up the music on occasion. So you can play your music on the shows that you're doing for live shows. You just need to make sure that you're kind of selling your stuff as well as focusing on what matters in that particular platform. So producing things might be a good idea. I don't think Whatnot allows you, as I said before, to play other people's music, just like Facebook does not do that. I know TikTok, you could probably sell some things on there too. I just haven't done it yet. That's my thing. Today was a talk about that. It's been on my mind. I don't know what's going on with Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know if they're going to change this whole Reels thing completely and drop it off, because there is competition between YouTube and TikTok and them, and I don't think they're winning that battle. That's my personal opinion. I think the battle is, I think it's basically YouTube and TikTok have basically won that battle of the Reels. So they might be focusing, this is my suspicion, they might be focusing just on the platform to do like business related stuff, and then posts, which is what I'm going to just start focusing on, like comical posts and skits about Dior, and then doing photo shoots for him, maybe some photo shoots for me, I don't know, we'll see. I used to do photo shoots for myself when I was younger. I'm a little bit older now and I've put on a little bit, so my weight has fluctuated. So yeah, today was just a grounding moment to just reassess the spaces and to realize that there might be a good, I think it might be a good thing to look at using platforms responsibly. Like, don't just focus on one, like literally spread your wings and diversify what skills you can offer each platform that they're asking for. So yeah, if you're wanting to do NFTs, go for it. Do the NFTs as well. That's also competition right there. You'd sort of have to be within the circles to do the NFTs. I don't know if they've fallen off the cliff. I haven't heard from too many people doing it right now. But digital art, that's another format. Or you use your digital art through your other platforms, which is what I do. I use my graphic design skills and stuff on all the platforms for utilizing and working through my business formats. So that was just my general talk today. I thought it was important to bring this up. I'm not going to do a long video on this. Just a warning sign to people who are doing the Reels on Facebook. Please branch out. Like, focus on other platforms. Build it up like you probably did Facebook, but focus on the other platforms. Maybe you're safer on TikTok after all. I'm just not a TikTok fan. I just don't go full out on there because I'm a full out Posher. I do Poshmark instead. I have over 100 and something thousand followers on Poshmark. So Poshmark is like the go-to for me. Like, I know the followers are on my Poshmark page because I've been building it up. All these pages you have to build up. You have to build it up like a business. Just like a website, you need to build it up. Just like your music, you need to create your music, know your digital art that you're going to put on the platforms, and then build that up as well. So everything is all about building up. You have to start somewhere. Like, music might be the easiest thing to learn to get that skill to be responsible. Like, I think music helped me become a responsible being and being consistent because it taught me to practice daily. It taught me to focus on what's in front of you, literally, like learning how to read the music, that's what's in front of you, and being consistent. So that music education becomes a very, very crucial part of anybody's growing up, even as you get older. Even YouTube for me has become a consistent thing. You guys have become like my family. You're watching this raw footage of me talking about this kind of stuff, making it become a very personal space, which is important. And you can enjoy all the work that I've done, that I've put together in the meantime. And I might do another painting, I don't know, we'll see. If I wear too many of my garments, it takes the topic away from the discussion of music. Today is a platform day, talking about different platforms. Anyway, arigatou gozaimashita. Matashita sayonara. Janai bye bye. Please like and subscribe. Please send some messages if you have any questions about anything. Just like whether it's arts, whether it's graphic design, whether it's music, whether it's anything. Like, just ask away. I most likely have some of the answers. Maybe not all of them, but I might have some of them that I can help you with. This was just an open-ended discussion today because it was on my mind. I think it's on everybody's mind. What are we going to do now as a Facebook community, and what's going to happen next to the Reels? So that's where I am. And then the music, right? That's part of why I wanted to do this thing, is because I thought the music was an important topic. So I will see you guys in the next one.